Welcome back. We're here at New London Hospital, and joining me now is local artist Peter Bloch, who does gorgeous translucent wood shades. Thanks for joining us.
I'm very glad to be here.
Anybody from our area knows your work because you have so many pieces in the lovely New London Inns, from sconces to a standalone lamp. And I've taken guests there before who are just marveling, and they're saying, what is that made of?
Yeah, well, there's a lot. There's 19 sconces, almost all the lighting in the whole restaurant. So I get a lot of people who come to me who see them there
Who have
first.
seen it there, right. And the one comment I get frequently is, it's so warm. It's such a warm and inviting light.
It is. Yeah.
So tell us how you get that gorgeous piece of work, and it's a process you invented yourself.
It is. It's something I've been doing now I've been selling them for 23 years.
Okay.
And how I make them, it's all natural color that's in the wood. I start with a whole big solid chunk of a log. The biggest ones weigh 250 pounds even.
Wow.
And using a lathe, I'm hand carving, holding handheld carving tools to carve away all the rest of that wood. And so the finished shades are usually less than a pound.
What's the thickness of the shade?
About 1/10 of an inch thick.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
you take a huge log and it goes down to just that.
That's right. And the light is able to go through the wood when it's like that. It's also just one species of wood that I use, which is aspen. And that's much more translucent than other types of wood.
Yes.
And it's a local species.
It is. We call it poplar here, don't we?
That's right. Yeah.
That's nice. And you know, that's not really a marketable wood.
That's right.
So that's wonderful that you're putting it to use.
One of the many things I love about what I do is I'm using a totally unloved species.
Right.
And making something so amazing out of it.
Well, how did the craft evolve?
It started many years. I've been a full-time craft woodworker for 35 years, and when I started doing wood turning, I started making some thin pieces, burl vessels.
Yes.
And when they got really thin, I could see just a hint of the translucency. It wasn't dramatic like the lampshades, but it got me interested in translucency and wood, and I just kept experimenting until I figured it out.
Wow, it's quite a great process. You oftentimes collaborate with other artists to really make some fine works.
Over the last 10 years, I've collaborated with so many different craftspeople, and in particular, I work a lot with Dave Little, who is Winnipesaukee Forge in Meredith. And we've done, I think it's close to 50 projects now.
Oh, neat.
A lot of them are chandeliers with multiple shades, but also wall hanging pieces. And we're working on a project right now that's a big floor lamp base, massive kind of tree form.
Oh, neat.
It'll have a very, very large shade on it.
Wow. So everything you do is custom, it sounds like.
Yes. A lot of the work I do is pieces that I'm making that I just want to make, and then people see them and buy them, but more and more of the work is custom work. Close to 70% of the work I do now I call it architectural installations.
Right, that's what I was saying. You must work with a lot of architects, people who really want that high-end designer lighting.
Right, and they're pieces that are installed and designed for people's particular home. So it's chandeliers or sconces or lots of things.
Did you do the work for the New London Inn as a custom work?
Yes. They have 19 sconces and the 2 table lamps and a floor lamp there. And
beautiful.
we have probably 5 more sconces going into the side room.
Oh, good. Yes, they just renovated that. I'm sure your work is all over the world.
It is. I don't go all around the world to sell it, but people know about me, and so there's people on my lamps in every continent and all around the country.
That's really wonderful. It's wonderful that you're able to do it full time too.
Yeah.
It's always nice when an artist can actually have their art be their day job.
That's right. It certainly keeps me busy.
That's wonderful. Good. And you're a member of the League of New Hampshire Craftsmen, as well as some other leagues as well.
It's the league in particular is a very important part of my business and a part of it's my creative home. I've been a juried member of the league for 34 years, and it's amazing what we have here in New Hampshire.
Wonderful. And right here in New London, which you were a resident of. Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, good. Well, best wishes. Your work is just stunning, and to see it is to be amazed by it. We've got some of the photographs that you sent us running through this interview so people can really see the extent of your work. And then you've got a wonderful website with more examples and ideas for people too.
Yeah, I just rebuilt my website, so that's
super. Well, good. Well, we can drive our audience there because
Okay.
it's really, you've got some great things on there. So thank you very much. Best wishes.
Thank you.
Take care.